Hey yo everyone, it's me again. So here I am with another preamble vlog. I know the videos are gonna be weekly when they actually start, but in a way these in a way to get me to stop worrying so much because I'm a worrier. I get bad anxiety, right? And so I do this in a way to relieve some of it and just get it out there. So yeah, like I said, I'm a bit of a control freak, so I just like a pilot, I have all the checklists of everything I need to do. As soon as anything changes, I get notified in my email and stuff like that. And today, uh, my schedule finally got updated, so my um, so I now know when I'm going to be doing the flight practical and flight theory lessons. It's kind of at an interesting time, which is let me see if I can add it as a picture. Let's see. Let me add it up here. One second, so you can take a look and see what it is. Now the thing to keep in mind here is this does not include the actual flying of an aeroplane. It is just so let me pull this up real quickly. So I'm not too sure if you can see that, but there's no way for us to zoom, is there? Zoom, zoom, zoom. Zoom. Nope, nope, nope. Well, nope. Let's see, can we do properties? Maybe do filters, maybe, just so you can see. No, apply filters. Nope. Okay, well, not to worry. I got my next to the two extra classes, ASA 112 and 111, and they're on Thursday at let me pull this up real quick so I can see myself and I can explain it better. So they start at 6 p.m. and the theory starts at 6 p.m. and ends at 8:55. The flight practical, it starts at 9 p.m. and ends at 9:50. So I would assume that's like going over the engines and stuff like that, and knowing what the circuit breakers are and stuff like that. The actual flight lessons are a 2 hour block lessons. So they're from what they told me is normally in the day. So you have to allocate 9 slots during the week when you're available to fly. And you got to leave yourself enough time to get to work and school and for other classes and stuff like that. So it's interesting. Um, it's for some reason it stood out to me that that they did it at night. It makes sense now I've thought about it, but at first initially it was weird. And second of all, the way they display the time of class, they kind of mixed up the 24-hour clock because it says 06, which to me means 6 a.m. in the morning. So when I first saw it, I was like, huh? Class is 6 a.m. in the morning until 8:55 in the morning. And then I saw the PM and it was like, oh, so it's 06 to 08:55. I'm guessing that's 1800 to 20:55. So it's they kind of messed it up there. You don't if you're only using 12-hour clock, you do not put the zero in front of the time, unless you're using 24-hour clock, because 0600 or anything with 0 before means morning. Once you go past midday, it goes from 12 to 13, 14, 15, 16, and so on. So it kind of threw me off. Um, the other notifications I got is that from that class, you could look at the materials that you need for class and stuff like that. And thankfully, most of the stuff I already got, like the book. So I'm already a little bit ahead, and I've been reading this. I even went back to a certain website, Fly Mike Alpha, and going over the videos, just revising and reading this at the same time. Um, the other things that I needed to get, and let me pull this up, is yeah. So yeah, that's the bundle that you need to get, that or I will need to get. This includes your pilot book, flight computer, and everything that goes with it. Also access to the online program. You need to get it early and download it, stuff like that. So I'm trying to figure out how I can get the money to pay for it now instead of relying on the loan money. I already went ahead and ordered the charts because they're not a lot of money. So I can go ahead and pick this up whenever I want it, whenever I want these. Um, I'm guessing on Monday. These are just sectional charts for visual flight rules. So even though it says the New York area, it covers the area that I'm in right now. And it has the instructor's name. This book is also something that's required apparently. Currently they're out of stock, so I'm gonna look to see if they have it. I know a certain website that you can get books for free as long as you know the ISBN number. So I'm gonna see if I can get that and just download it in PDF version, or if there is an audiobook version of it. Next, I kind of was like toying at the idea, like in a small Cessna 52, 152 or whatever you're learning to fly in, it's a very cramped space, so of course you need hygiene and everything like that, and you need to present yourself professionally almost at all times, even after you become a pilot, because if you're going to go into the aviation industry, you've seen how they have dress shirts and ties and stuff like that. So, although it's not required, I figured I might as well start the way I mean to carry on. So I went ahead and got a couple of dress shirts, and I got one of the ties. This particular website, Pilot Mall, I'll put the link in the description. It's not too bad actually. It has a lot of supplies and stuff. You can buy the charts from here. Um, they were a little bit cheaper than the bookstore, but the way they get you is the shipping. The only reason why the bookstore got my business over this is because I can just go and pick it up. I don't need to pay for shipping. Other than that, Pilot More is equally good. They have chart supplements to go with the charts. They have knee boards. They have sunglasses, which is good because if you're gonna fly in the summer in Spain, when the sun is low, they're gonna get in your way. I mean, to me, these sunglasses are a little bit extreme. These are the type of shoes that you apparently get, like sneakers and stuff like that. I am definitely not going to buy plimsolls. Uh, I don't know if that's the correct way. What I know them as is plimsolls, not like if they're dress shoes, they're fine, but they're not sneaker type plimsoll shoes. That seems bad. But they have a lot of good stuff on here. I didn't know they had watches, Garmin watches. Jesus. But yeah, I spent a good like 10, 20 minutes looking around the website, just seeing what there is like that. If you're Pilot Supplies, you got this is where you can buy the knee boards, logbooks, and motion sickness relief pens and stuff like that. And if you want to start buying your bags to have your stuff with you, but by of course you probably just want to wait until you actually become a private pilot first. Then you can buy checklists here. This is kind of silly because there isn't a checklist that you can't find on the internet to download. So it's, I mean, you got the Piper Cherokee. It's silly to pay the price and the shipping when you can get them for free. Okay, Fiona, I'm slightly busy right now. So you know what? I'm gonna see if that website has this book. I just thought about that while I'm here. So click on here, see if they have this particular item. No. Oh yeah, they do. Oh, $11.99. This is $12.95. So that's like $1 more. I might actually. It's on sale. Look. The original price was $12.95. I wonder if $79.99. I was wondering for a second if this is the kit, but it's out of. The reason why why the kit is $4.49 is because of the online program. But that's very interesting. I actually. Yeah. Okay. 1 second. I'm gonna turn this off because the last thing I need you guys to see is my personal transaction details, such as credit cards and PayPal, and I'm gonna go ahead and purchase that, and that's one thing out of the way. And that's one other thing off my list of need to do, which is good. The less I have to worry, the better. Well, sorry, the camera keeps moving. I need to find a better way to. And the website allows you to pay with PayPal, Amazon, or Google Pay. What I really like about it is it allows you to use your. If you have your phone, you can use your balance of your phone, like Verizon, and it adds it to your phone bill. Oh, sorry. Let me. I apologize. I'm gonna get this seated here, and let me make sure you can actually see me. Okay, you can kind of see me. So let's. I promise this is gonna get better. This is why I am doing all the preamble, so I can get all the teething problems and the new things out the way. I'm working on intro for the videos. I'm working on the ad banners, the channel banners and stuff like that. I actually spoke to a good friend of mine. Some of you know her as Midnight Raven. Um, I helped her initially build in her channel, and she's become a dependable blogger, I should say. She has picked up tips and stuff like that. So I went to her for advice and say, hey, I've started a vlogging channel. Any advice? And she gave me some good details. Alright, 1 second. Alright, that's ordered. So that's one less thing that I have to deal with. So the all exam guide I got cheaper and I got it from a different place. So yeah, that's something to look at and keep in mind. I mean, you're already spending enough money on stuff like this, so $600 in insurance and stuff like that. So yeah, it gets expensive quick. So where you can save money. Yes, you're nickel and diming things, but the fact is you are having to spend thousands up front. So the more you nickel and dime save, the better, because it'll help you in the long run. So yeah, that's good. That's that done. So yeah, so I think tomorrow I am going to do what I normally do when I start planning to go somewhere, or um I know I'm gonna be going to college and stuff like that. Ahead of time I go to the college, find the room on my own time, walk around, just get familiar with the area and the surrounding things. Just so when the day comes, the first day, I'm not all lost and wondering, asking for help or directions. I know where to go. I know that's where I'm going and how I'm going to get there. I know to go 15 minutes early, or anything that could potentially go on. I am going to basically do a dry run through just so I can calm my own nerves down and say I know how to do it. And it is basically you got to know your own limitations and you got to work your way around it. Thinking isn't knowing, so I know. And most people are afraid of the unknown and the things that they can't control. So I am purposely doing this to calm myself down, and so I can actually be more. I can think about problems better once I have done my thought process and stuff like that, doing the checklists and stuff. Um, so just to recap, the shirt and stuff like that isn't necessary. It isn't part of the requirement to do this course, but I figured that I might as well start how I mean to carry on. Um, so I'm gonna be presentable, and for me it was kind of weird going from business casual from my place of work to going to college and being in t-shirts and stuff like that again. It seems so weird. I remember being in t-shirts and thinking I would never be in a suit, and now it's quite the opposite. I don't feel right just being in a shirt like this, or a t-shirt. So I have a polo shirt on right now and stuff like that. It is different, but the anticipation is growing for me, and the more it grows, the more the anxiety grows. So the more I can find out, the more information I know, where, how, why, if, and how, and what's going to happen. And if this doesn't happen, what I can do about it, the better I am in the long run. It's the same analogy as the checklists. That's the whole point of doing the checklist. You know, by doing the checklist, the flaps works, the brakes works, everything else works, and if something goes wrong, you go through the checklist so you can make decisions based on fact, not panic, and not being emotional. Um, so that's why I'm doing all of this ahead of time, is to take the emotion or take the human equation out of this process entirely. And because I know I have dyslexia and dyspraxia, which is my head thinks 20 moves ahead of my hand and stuff like that. Basically, when I write stuff down, my hand is at the second or third sentence, and my mind is like already complete the first chapter. And my hand tries to catch up with my mind, and it messes up the coordination. And that's why I sometimes stumble with my speech, so I mix up my words, which I'm sure you've seen and heard. Um, the solution to that is just take your time. Take a little bit more time to do what it is you need to do, think, and stuff like that. So again, that's why I'm doing all of this. This is why I'm doing the preamble videos. This is why I'm doing all of my preparations ahead of time before the course actually starts in January. It's only November now, but I don't know if anything's going to happen between now and January that would prevent me from doing this stuff close to the time. So I'm getting it out the way now. Pronostication is not. I'm not happy with that at all. So. Okay, so that pretty much wraps it up. Yeah, I just wanted to do the preamble, just because my anxiety level is going up. So the videos are actually helping me to calm it by talking it out, even if I am just talking it out to strangers. But hopefully, looking back, I can just laugh at myself and say, "What on earth was I worried about and so anxious about?" I I will be really glad to just get going and start doing this. Walking through the doors on the first day, January 17th, I will be happy. I'm not worried about the English. I'm not worried about the maths. I know I can do that. I know I'm confident I can complete the fundamental the courses. It's just getting through the door and start doing it. The At the moment where I'm just basically reading, I hate. I want to be doing something. I want to be doing stuff. So that's why I'm purposely making myself do stuff. Alright, I'll go ahead and upload this. It will probably come live, or become live around 3 a.m. Saturday, 3 a.m. It's currently Friday the 11th. Friday at 11 p.m. So, alright, I'll go ahead and upload this. Adios, amigos.